Oh, I was on mute. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to anybody that's in here so far. Welcome back to another Daily Fact and Stat Show, Monday through Friday. Whoa. 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 Hold on, y'all. I just got some big news. What the heck? Oh, no. I just got some big news. What the heck? Nothing about y'all in the title. It was, you're funny. Damn, I gotta deal with that later. All right, good morning, everybody that's in here. Welcome back to another Daily Fact and Stat Show, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time until today gonna be pretty straightforward. Looking really like an hour and a half, 2 hours, or whatever the case may be. Then I get to chill on this lovely Friday. I hope everybody's getting to chill as well, for the most part. As far as the show today, we're going to be talking about Cooper Flagg's career high 49 points in yesterday's game. We'll also talk about his old teammate at Duke, Con Knipple, also going off and having a good game. Maxey and Embiid going off. The Wizards getting a win on John Wall's night. The Rockets bouncing back. The Hornets winning. Michael Porter Jr. going off in his return to Denver. And many more. Or much more. So that's what we're getting into today. Getting pretty straightforward. If you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching the show back, I greatly appreciate that as well. And if you're watching on Twitch, just get ready to do it. We're going to go ahead and get right into the show today in a second. I cannot believe that. Damn. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy, bro. Damn, that's crazy, bro. My bad, y'all. Yeah, everything's all right, man. TikTok got me again. TikTok got me again. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it so it can be a quick show today, so I can just go ahead and relax. For the most part, go ahead and relax for the most part. But last night in the NBA, I can't believe that, man. I got suspended again, man. Josh, hey Josh, I appreciate you. Just to cover my man, I appreciate you. I'm thrown off. I got suspended again. Damn. Damn. All right, let me pin the Discord. To join the stage, y'all, you got to join the stage through the Fact and Stats Discord. I'm going to go ahead and pin that on YouTube. Also, pin it on Twitch, and then you all will be good to be able to join the stage. Justin Kermer, I definitely appreciate that, my brother, again. Thank you for that. You've been rocking for 8 months. What a streak. Fight weekend, let's go. Copyright process, copyright. They got me. It is what it is. I ain't tripping. I'll just go live on Twitch. But to get into the games that we're going to go ahead and talk about, let me see if there's any headlines real quick before I start the show. Oh. One thing that we didn't know that we was waiting on, who's gonna take part in the dunk contest. This year we got Jackson Hayes and Carter Bryant. That's gonna be stepping up and being in the dunk contest this year, so that is something to monitor and look out for. Jackson Hayes and Carter Bryant. Nuggets to evaluate Aaron Gordon in 4 to 6 weeks. Um, that's pretty much it. Uh, I do too. I do too. I'm supposed to be bet. I should have been Shaggy on that fight. I'm gonna have to text him. I'm supposed to be Shaggy on that fight. For the slate yesterday though, damn, my nose is killing me. All right, damn, man. Okay, y'all, this is gonna be a quick. God, goodness. This is gonna be a quick show for the most part. If anyone wants to come up and talk about any of these games alongside of me, I mean, feel free. The Discord is pinned on YouTube. If you want to join the Discord, appreciate that, bro. If you want to join the Discord while on Twitch, you have to join the Twitch through, or you have to join the you have to put the exclamation point Discord, and the Twitch will automatically populate, and you can be able to come on the stage through the Discord, through the Twitch. I'm sorry, you can be able to come on the stage through the Discord. My mind's all over the place this morning, y'all. My bad. I just got some bad news. Suspended again. I could cry. I could cry. I could cry. I could cry. I could cry, bro. But good news is I got a lot of time to watch Breaking Bad, and also a lot of time to relax. So that's a plus. Since I'm not going to talk about college basketball today, one thing that's worth watching tonight in college basketball, y'all, we have Michigan versus Michigan State. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Michigan is ranked 3rd. Michigan State is ranked 7th. That is going to be a good game. So all any basketball fans are here from a college basketball perspective, tap into this game today on Fox. Any college basketball fans, just want to highlight that real quick. As far as last night in the slates, we had the Sixers and the Kings kick it off. I went with I was off yesterday. I went Sixers, Wizards, Rockets, Bulls, Hornets, Nuggets, Pistons. So where would I put my record? Under it, I guess. I guess I put my record. I don't know. I'll fix it later. Sixers, Wizards 2-0, Rockets 3-0, Bulls 3-1, Hornets 4-1, Nuggets 5-1, Pistons 5-2. I didn't even pick the rest. Oh, and I had OKC, to be fair. So 5-3. All right, so 5-3 yesterday. Not bad. To kick off the slate, though, we had the Philadelphia 76ers at home, and Maxey and Embiid went off. Literally, both went off. This is the healthiest Embiid's been in a while, to be honest. He's looking. Let me start process up here. Let me just put my headphones on. What's up, bro?
Yo, what up?
What's up? You got something to say about your Philly boys?
Yeah, man. I don't want to get too caught up in the moment, but man, we're fucking looking good. And if Embiid could play like this, I mean, it's pretty exciting. But I just hope he stays healthy. Maxi's ridiculous, bro. He's just a ridiculous player. And you're not in the chat anymore, but I was saying yesterday he's playing like a top 5 player in the league. I'm not saying he's stamped top 5, but he's playing that way. And people are downplaying the fact that like he's averaging 30 points on good efficiency. He's been able to rack up assists this year. He's averaging like 7 assists on the season. Like that's bro, he's fucking ridiculous. Like he's playing at a hot bro, there's only one point guard better than him this year in the East, and it's Cade. And then you got Shea and all the other fucking guys in the fucking West. But the only other point guard in the East is better than him this year is Cade. Like he's playing better than Jalen Brunson.
No, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree with
And
that.
also, and also, you think I didn't talk to you about this yet? You think I'm crazy for not wanting to trade VJ Edgecombe if Giannis was involved?
No, I saw a
Thank
report.
you.
I saw a report come out this morning that the Sixers don't win it.
Yeah,
Literally,
we're
15 minutes ago.
yeah
Got it.
we're not trading him. But
Yeah.
people thought they're like, oh, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I don't want to mortgage my future to try and win right now. And I don't even think that the spacing with Giannis and Embiid would even work that well because it would be Edgecombe, Picks, and Paul George to match the contract for Giannis, and then we get him. But I'm not ready to give up VJ just to get Giannis, and then that shit not work out, and then my future's cooked.
I'm not doing that. That's just like me saying the Hawks shouldn't trade Jalen Johnson for him.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Now
That
obviously
shit's
Giannis is
crazy.
better, but yeah, that's like not like that exactly like one for one. But the same way I feel like the Hawks should keep Jalen Johnson, I feel like the Sixers should keep VJ.
Yeah, bro. I'm not moving him, bro. He's too valuable right now. But you think that this team can win the East if they stay healthy?
If they healthy for sure. I think I said that like a month ago or so in here. If they healthy, my
Yeah,
thing
bro.
with
It's
the
fun
Sixers
to.
is like how good would the perimeter defense be? How good would the defense be? I don't know what y'all defense is like, but I think the defense is what's going to catch y'all. Not the because obviously the
I
offense can play with anybody. It's the defense for me. Like how good is
well,
Oubre, Pete, Paul George, and VJ going to be?
eh, Oubre's yeah. He's probably. Hopefully, he gets moved at the deadline, and some other people get moved at the deadline, and we can get somebody in there to help with that. And we also the biggest problem with the Sixers, and it's because they don't have a lot of size, and Embiid is not the type of guy that's going to go out there and just board up like crazy. Is rebounding. Like yesterday, we got out rebounded by the Kings, 46-23, and we won the fucking game.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like that. Yeah, exactly. So like that's the problem. So I want to go out. I want to get like a Bobby Portis if he's becomes available or some shit like that. And I think they're going to end up moving Grimes or Oubre or Drummond at the deadline. Um, but the perimeter defense with the way Paul George has been playing, he's been playing really well perimeter defense, and VJ's been playing really well perimeter defense. And surprisingly, I know that's one of his downfalls, but Maxi's been a good defender this year. Not good, but like he's been good for what he is as a defender. Like he's not like able to get taken advantage of as much as he used to be. He's got like the most. I think he's second in steals and blocks per game in the NBA. So, he's able to clog the passing lanes and get those steals at the top of the key and shit like that because of his speed. But yeah, I don't know. But what the best thing about the defense is still like Embiid is still a force in the middle at the rim, so that's a big deal. But yeah, the perimeter it could be a problem, but they're fun to watch, man. They're playing really good basketball.
Yeah, for me it's gonna be the perimeter defense and the physicality. Can y'all match some of the physicality and the toughness that Detroit and New York may
The
try to
Knicks,
play with? Yeah, may try to
yeah,
play with. But I mean, I said, but I would love to see you guys be healthy and have a postseason run like the way Embiid is playing right now, and obviously the way Maxey is going to contribute, and continue to play at the level he's playing at. It'd be fun, man, because I feel like Paul George is sliding perfectly, and Paul George is just vibing, playing good basketball, making some plays when needed. Obviously, he
yeah.
needs to shoot a little better from the field, but he'll be okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, man, shout out to the Sixers. They moved to 26 and 21. On the Kings side of things, they dropped to 12 and 37. Levine came off the bench in this game. Sprinkles might have been his first game back. They be off and on with their lineups as far as like rest purposes, injury maintenance, and things like that. Yeah, it was his first game back, so he came off the bench. I mentioned yesterday how Russell Westbrook was out in this game, but DeMar DeRozan and Dennis Schroeder led the way with 52 points combined, and then Levine had 17 points off the bench. So the Kings are 12 and 37. Not really much to say about that team, to be honest. Shout out to the Sixer though. Thursday's game, and again, yeah, I'm just running through. I'm going through the slate. I'm picking my winners for today, and that for the most part is the show. After I go through yesterday's game, and picking my winners for today's games, that for the most part will be it. Yeah, and I'm going to be able to just chill. TikTok got me again. I'm sick. I ain't gonna lie. Second game of yesterday, I had the Wizards winning this game. I thought the young guys were gonna be able to step up and shine and be able to put on a good performance. And that's actually what happened. Keyshawn George this time led the way with 23 points. Alex Sarr had 16 and 17 in the middle, 3 stocks. Bilal Coulibaly had 8 points, 10 boards, and 4 stocks. And then Bub Carrington came off the bench with 13 points. Shout out to the young guys, man. They play good basketball. They hoop. Actually, going to be a fun team to watch. I want to see how they play against the Lakers tonight. I think that's going to be a fun game. Obviously, I think the Lakers win though, but I think that's going to be a fun game. So you can't definitely wait to watch to see that game. Miles Turner though, in the meanwhile, had 21 points for Milwaukee, 14 boards, while Kyle and Bobby both had 19 apiece. With Ryan Rollins coming in with 17. So tough season for the Bucks, man. I mean, tough fall off for the Bucks for how good they've been in the East for so many years, and ultimately rewarded with a championship. So that's the big thing I can say about it. Best thing I can say about it, but The way their downfall is going, and obviously with Giannis being traded on the horizon, whether that's by the deadline within the next 6 days, or whether that's in the off season, it's a little unfortunate. So hopefully when they fall down, they can build themselves back up, even if it takes a little while to do so, because you don't get a guy like Giannis too often or too frequently, I'll say. So we'll see who the Bucks' next franchise-changing player will be, ultimately. Third game last night, I picked the Rockets to win the game. I'll trade back soon. I picked the Rockets to win the game, and the game changed for them in the third quarter. They outscored the Hawks 35-24, and then 26-20 in the fourth. And then Kevin Durant had a game. It is really just KD led the way. Not really much to say there. Sengun struggled from the field. Jabari wasn't as good either. Josh Okogie, who I mentioned yesterday, had 0 points in the game against. Damn, who did they just play the other day? The Spurs. But I saw how he impacted the game with his energy and his effort and his knack for the ball on the defensive side of things. He had 10 points and 10 boards in this one. And Reed Shepard came off the bench and gave him 13 points. I'm sorry. As long as they keep stacking wins, they'll be fine. Again, they're still going to win a lot of games this year. That's 45 plus. But it's the biggest thing with the Rockets is the playoffs. It's really just the playoffs and how the offense is going to look in the playoffs when it's all said and done. Especially in a half-court perspective. It's sad how their half-court offense is still just as bad, or could be just as bad in the playoffs, when that was the biggest issue with the team last year people were speaking on. So, just a little something, not really something to monitor, because everybody's pretty much aware of it, but just a little something to throw out there. What they do in the regular season really don't really mean too much for me personally. When you make a move like Kevin Durant and get a guy like Kevin Durant, you got bigger goals. CJ McCollum, on the other hand, 23 points, back-to-back 20-point games, and Corey Kispert had another good game while starting. Both of those guys came from DC, so the Hawks are still trying to figure some things out. Jalen Johnson did not play in this game due to a left calf tightness, so that made things easier for the Rockets to be able to pull off that victory and get the win. And again, I appreciate y'all coming in here on this Friday and tapping in with the show real quick. Again, I'm just going through last night's games, picking my winners for today's games, and then I am going to chill for today. I only have one game that I want to watch for real, and that's Michigan versus Michigan State. Meanwhile, some of these games could be good today, but we'll get to that in a second. The fourth game, I had the Bulls winning this game, man, and it was close. Nothing wrong with picking against my team. But the way I look at the Bulls and the Heat, I put them in the same ballpark. I put them in the same tier. And I feel like we both have good role players. We both have guys that we can bank on in the starting lineup. Neither one of us have a top-end, high-end guy, you know what I'm saying, or star player, whatever, like high-end. And I feel like them being home and teams being equivalent for the most part for me, I went with the home team. I thought the boys were going to be able to get the win just for the sake of my little pick'ems. But the Heat came out, started off the game really, really good. We playing good basketball. We was up 11 at halftime. Everything changed a little bit in the second half, but we was able to hold them off. Bam. Continue to shoot a lot. I don't care what he shoot from the field. As long as he shoot a lot. Like 2 for 8 from 3, I don't give a damn. 7 for 19 from the field, I don't give a damn. Shoot the ball. You are there to shoot the ball and be aggressive on the offensive end. We know what you bring on the defensive side of the things. But we need you to be aggressive on the offensive end. There's no reason why on this Miami Heat team, Bam should not be averaging 20 plus. 20 or more. There's no reason why he never even averaged 20 in his career. I think he did like 19.4, 19.5 or something like that. Or 19.2. But never did 20 or more. Norman Powell on the other side had 21 points. Larson continued to play really good minutes and really good basketball for us as well. And then, like I said, I already spoke on the collection of talent that we just have outside of Bam. Like Jaime, 19 points, 10 boards, 6 assists. Jovic, 8 points. Khalil Weir, 12 points. You know, and he only played 5 more minutes than what he did in his game back, first game back on Wednesday. So, all in all, I guess I guess you can say it was a good win. I'm not really mad at it. I just have different goals and expectations or wants for this team right here. On the other side of things with the Bulls, Jalen Smith left the game. That is a bummer. Haven't been fantasy. He's been nothing but consistent and good for me. Bucelis, Vooch, and Kobe all had 16, 14, and 15 apiece. Desumu had 23 off the bench. Obviously, he's a hot trade target alongside of Kobe White. Both of those guys are definitely expected to be traded by the deadline, if not both, one of them. And then Kevin Huerter came off the bench for 15 and 10. So it was a good game for sure. The Heat got the win 116 to 113. And both of those teams are probably being a play-in this year as well. Let me see. Yeah, both of those teams will be in the play-in for the most part. If I had to guess. Yeah, I think this will be the top six, unless the Sixers just drop. But I don't think that. I think this will be the top six. That's the top six. This is the top six. The top six is locked in both the conferences to me. The only thing that's going to change is the order. But the conferences, the top six is locked on both conferences. Yeah. You damn near can say 1 through 10 is locked on both sides, to be honest. But I don't want to go too far and count the Hornets out. Yeah, the 1 through 10 is locked on the West 100%. This one, yeah, I don't want to count the Hornets out. The Bucks are not making the playoffs. It's the Hornets that can creep up there and overtake the Hawks or overtake the Bulls or maybe even the Miami Heat. I definitely think the Magic stay in no matter what though. So we'll see what happens. Ted and BJ, what's good with y'all? Nush, what's good, bro?
Good, bro. Whatever. I be hearing like some few people saying like the West is like wide open now. What do you thought about that?
Hello, brother.
What's good, bro?
I just think when it was good, bro. I just think when teams see OKC, they get up for it. But that's what happened when you got a target on your back. And I'm not saying they coasted last year, but I don't think they're doing a good job when it comes to matching energy and effort and will and determination and tenacity and physicality and things like that. So there's a lot of teams that you can see get up there and get physical with them and outwork them and outplay them. The Spurs, who's up on them in the series this year. The Wolves, who's up on them in the series this year. So
that's why you got the pushback like that when you thought they was gonna win fucking 3 championships.
I said by 2030. I still stand firm.
Yes,
I still stand firm with
that. Yeah, that's still a lot though, because it's like, bro, come on.
Okay,
they would have to make a whole complete roster change. It's still tough to beat them 4 times.
And which I think they will go. I said I made that assumption or a guess, whatever, assuming they will make a move. I do think they're going to make a move. It doesn't have to be this season, but I do think this is not the final version of the OKC team because they have too many assets to sit on. It's just no way they're not going to make a move, in my opinion. They're going to bolster the roster. Trust me. They're going to shock some people and make a move at the deadline. Watch. The same way they
deadline?
Yeah, they're going to shock some people. The same way they went and got Gordon.
No.
When they got Gordon Hayward 2 years ago and he was just a bum, or 3 years ago, whenever it was with Gordon Hayward, they're going to make another move similar to that and get another person that is going to be able to contribute to this team this year. Watch.
What do you think they need at the deadline, though? Like, what do you think would help them?
They need consistent shooting. They need floor spacing. They need consistent shooting / floor spacing. But last night, I mean, they was missing some guys. I mean, I heard first game back.
Yeah.
Missing Caruso, missing J-Dub. And that's why I felt like, okay, Minnesota might be able to win this game. I like how they came out regardless, though. But at first I was chilling. Like, after B had asked me who I got winning. And I'm like, I don't know. I think OKC come out and get their get back. You know, the game started off and hit 2 threes to start. I'm like, oh, shit. And you see how they coming. I'm like, yo, who should I bet with? Because Minnesota was still damn near plus money. Niggas said OKC, Minnesota. I went Minnesota because, bro, OKC, to be the best version of themselves, even with that dumb little record that they got without J-Dub, they needed J-Dub in that matchup. Like, SJ can't handle the ball all game by himself and see J-Mac and see Ant. Because those are the two players checking the whole entire game. While Dante was being physical. Dante was being physical, fuck with him. Physical as fuck with him. Like, they were trying to bitch SGA. The whole entire team were trying to bitch SGA. I don't think they like that nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
They just look at, bruh. No, because he carry. Y'all may not see it, but bruh, he carries.
He cut out, or is that me?
No, he cut out.
Yeah, he cut out. Yeah, they needed AJ Mitchell badly last night.
Oh yeah, they missed an AJ too. But they had one ball handler, and he's being hackled by and J Mac and seeing certain coverages. That shit was tough for him. He still
Minnesota
with 30.
They just didn't miss, bro.
That too.
They everything. I was like, what the fuck,
bro? J Mac, Nas, and they all.
Everybody.
I don't even think Randall was that good yesterday, but they all were just hooping. Bones Highland came
Yeah,
to get him a
Randall
good
had like
spark in the second quarter.
Yeah, he did. He was hitting shots. I was like, geez, this fucking team doesn't miss today.
Yeah, they was on. But before we get to that game, Charlotte Hornets and the Dallas Mavericks sort of kind of went as expected for me, with the Hornets pulling out the win. Crazy career high game for Cooper Flagg. I mean, 49 on 3 threes only, on 20 for 29 from the field, and 6 free throws. That means he was getting crazy buckets. Bro, 15 out of his points came from the 3-point line and the free throw line. That means 34 other points came from the field. Again, 15 points came from the free throw line and the 3-point line combined. That means 34 came from the field. Twos, middies, get into the basket. That is crazy.
That's good hoops right there.
That's crazy when you think about it.
That's old school hoops right there.
This man made 17 field goals inside of the 3-point line.
Like I was saying before, someone called me, bro, because SGA and them niggas handle themselves in a cocky ass way, and it's just like the Grizzlies, bro. The same thing with the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean,
like when the Grizzlies was hot and everybody was physical with the Grizzlies after they doing all them little interviews and all that stuff. Nah, that's a different way of talking shit, bro. Everybody don't see it that way, but some people definitely do, and I'm definitely one of the people that definitely do.
Well, you could just tell Minnesota doesn't fuck with them, so
yeah. Like think about it. I go trash processing a 1v1, then go diss him in an IG post. Like, come on, bro. Come on. That niggas gonna feel some type of way.
Sucks that they lost that game though.
yeah,
Flagg.
the Mavs, yeah.
And they lost with the free throws at the end, right? I think the game winner was free throws.
Ball, and then,
yeah, they fouled.
Yeah. Connor's tough.
He's
tough.
a bucket too. Holy
shit! Now, I mean, me and Jordan Wills been telling y'all that.
I said it too from day one when he was playing. When he was playing at Duke, I said, "Man, this fucking kid, he can fucking play. He's got the size, he's got the handle, and he's just a fucking sniper. He can play."
Process. Imagine if we got him over Harper. Process.
Relax, bro. Harper just needs more time. He'll be fine. Don't worry about
that. I didn't say that. I was just, just something floating around in the community, brother.
Nah, you guys are fine with Harper, but it's a pretty good fucking rookie class, though.
Yeah, if it wasn't for last year, if it wasn't for this year's class, I was super high on last year's class too. But this year's class just makes you forget about how good last year's class was a little bit. Because last year's class was insane.
Yeah, but you got Khan, you got VJ Harper. I don't even know how that piece of shit in Utah's doing, but yeah.
Fairly decent. He didn't even get selected to the Rising Stars game.
Probably because he fucking blows.
Hold on.
Shut up.
All right. Hold on, yeah. My bad. But yeah, while I'm praising what?
You think the Hornets are real, BJ? Like the way they're playing right now?
Yeah, bro. And nigga, I've been telling y'all this for years. All they had to do was take for them to be healthy and them to have a full roster that's built for each other. And all of them are built to play off each other, bro. They're fine. They're great.
Playing fun basketball,
bro. I told you they're making that play, and I'm sold on that. They're making it, bro. They're making it. I really believe that they're playing great basketball, and I just don't see it like if it fall rock bottom, it fall rock bottom. But I don't see how. They're playing great, and they all play off each other, bro. You know how much fun the Melo's having with Brandon Miller and Khan and all of them. Like, shit, fun.
Yeah,
LaMelo don't gotta have to worry about the ball for 30 minutes. Neither does Brandon Miller because we have a third creator.
Yeah, I had said yesterday. The good thing about the Hornets is, well, not even Hornets. The before I circle back to Flagg. I said yesterday, this man is just a good basketball player. No matter what game it is, you know you're going to get good basketball play out of him, and it's literally how the game's going to go. He either going to hit a lot of threes. If he don't hit a lot of threes and he wants some cool shit with 10 points, that means he got 8 boards. If he wants some cool shit with 13 points, 14 points, he probably got 8 assists, 7 assists. He had numerous games like that where he's having 8 assists, 9 boards, 10 assists, or even 25 to 30 points on a night-to-night basis. This is a night-to-night thing with Khan, where he's always impacting and affecting the game. Last night, he was on some chill stuff when it comes to rebounding and assist department, but he had 8 threes, played good defense, had 34 freaking points. Him and Coop had 30 plus through 3 quarters. That's how crazy they played. Cooper Flagg, I already spoke on him. Just ridiculous, though. Really just ridiculous performance by him. LaMelo, B-Mill, they all getting the hoop together. That is a strong 3 when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. And then Diabate and Miles Bridges, whatever you get out of them, it's a plus. And you just got to hope that you keep stacking wins. Guys continue to develop. The chemistry continues to go up. And Charlotte, man, they playing good basketball. I don't think nobody can look at the Charlotte Hornets and be like, okay, yeah, we can chill this night. Like, they're going to bring it at you. They're going to play at you. And you see why when you draft a guy like Khan and B-Mill in back-to-back drafts. They are highly touted offensive wing prospects. You know, B-Mill was really damn good at Alabama. Khan was really damn good at Duke. You know, and I saw a tweet last night, too, about what if the Spurs drafted Khan and where would they be? Nah, I mean, I don't want to go to... They made the right pick. But they'll probably be a little bit more advanced right now at the moment. Just a little bit more. But I think even what Connor's doing right now probably wouldn't even look as pretty in San Antonio. But the difference is they would have a good spacing, but they had that with Devin Vassell when Devin Vassell was starting. So, I don't know. Do you think y'all even start Vassell again, BJ? Or do y'all think y'all leave him off the bench and keep Champagne in the lineup?
We'll see. Bro, you can't even read him as a coach, bro. He just go with the flow and he go with who cooking. So it's like if Vassell come out there and bring it better than Champagne for about 10 games, he'll start Vassell.
Ev, are you trading Harper in a Giannis deal?
No,
Giannis is not coming here. Giannis is nowhere near here. We don't need Giannis.
I'm just asking if you would put Harper in the deal.
I'm not gonna lie. As much as I would love Giannis, bro, I feel like Giannis would just cause too much confusion in the offense, bro.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Giannis here with Embiid. I feel the same way.
Like with Giannis there, Wemby can't play free right now. Wemby can play free. That's why you see him shooting fucking 23s, and sometimes he'll go to the paint. Sometimes he'll go post up. Like, he's just playing free because the offense is just so free. And I ain't gonna lie, De'Aaron Fox make the offense free too. And that's why Wemby stand on the perimeter so much to open lanes for other people.
I don't know.
Bro, the Spurs made the right pick, bro. It just talks now because of how the game he just had last night, bro, which is fair. But they made the right pick, bro.
Yeah, Harper. They're both gonna be star players regardless, though. But Connor's gonna be like a better Klay Thompson when Klay was in his prime. But when Klay was in his prime, Klay was insane. But Connor's just gonna be a tad better.
I think I ain't gonna lie, bro. But the only thing Klay had was shooting, bro. Con really got the creativity to really go bop. Like, Klay don't have no bop in his bag. He just got, nigga, don't leave me. Like, simple.
Yeah. That's why I can't wait, man. But yo, my phone is tweaking, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Process, I finally got my car out, bro. Both of my cars.
My phone is tweaking, bro. But shout out to Con, shout out to Coop, shout out to the Hornets, 5-game win streak. Far as the Mavericks side of things outside of Cooper. Key, on your question. Nah, I don't think he's another Ben Simmons, bro. I think he'll have a better career than Ben Simmons, ultimately, when it's all said and done. When it comes to Amen Thompson and Ben. Obviously, Ben Simmons' career was cut short, but I know he can't shoot the ball, but he still impacts the game for the most part with rebounding, passing, athleticism, and things like that. Same thing that Ben Simmons did as well, but I just don't think he would get phased out of the league or not be as impactful in the league the way Ben Simmons did. Now, a lot of Ben Simmons was due to injury, but at least Amen plays more aggressive on the offensive end. But even younger Ben Simmons did play aggressive too, so it's a wait and see type of thing. But I don't think he's going to be like.
No, I don't think that's two different situations because Ben played like he was just always that dude, bro. And he never really. I'm not gonna say he didn't get no effort, but it just came to some points. Let me just say later in his career, not even later, but like He just stopped. He just stopped being aggressive and he stopped wanting it. And Thompson gonna be there because Thompson gonna have the energy and he always wanted. So I feel like that's the difference.
Yeah.
You don't really need to jump shit. You don't really need to jump it to be great for real, for real. Well, you kind of do, but you know.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Shout out to the Hornets and the Mavericks though for that game last night and the performance they put on. Might have bought a league pass too. You know, I ain't gonna lie. League pass.
I'll go half if you want. If you get the 2 jump.
I'll have to look into them drinks. I was looking at it yesterday. I'm have to look into it today.
I mean, because it's like, bro, like for basketballs.
Your phone breaking up. What'd you say?
He probably said basketball fucking sucks. I would never spend money to watch this shit fucking league.
No. Somebody called me, bro. It's just like it doesn't. I don't know, bro. The game just not fun. Like I don't wake up and be like, oh, I gotta watch this game. I watch my guys every day. Like, but it's just like it ain't never like. Bro, you're not waking up and be like, oh, this is must see TV. I gotta stop what I'm doing. I gotta go watch.
Yesterday was the only time I had that feeling for a game outside the Sixers, and I wanted to see, an SGA. Other than that, you're right. I don't really give a fuck.
Nah,
like you'll casually watch and be like, yeah, it's cool, but like you're not really stopping what you're doing to flick through all the games.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't know.
It's cool. I ain't gonna lie. Ever since playback is gone, I definitely probably watch about 2-3 games a night, bro. Cause them games be like, why am I watching rap?
Playback used to be crazy clutch with it, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
bro. Like,
yeah, I know that was easier. It just made everything easier for us to watch it. Now it's like kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever.
Yeah.
Let's all build up. Let's build up enough money. Let's put our money together and let's go build a platform.
I already said that to Ev. I said that.
Y'all not insane.
How much money could you possibly need? No, it doesn't sound insane.
You got to get through copyright and the copyright stuff, dog. Like that's what
Yeah, whatever, bro. That's all like paperwork shit. That's what you guys got to do. And then I'll figure out how to pay for it.
In his return to Denver last night, MPJ went off, and literally only him. Nobody else on that team was getting buckets but MPJ. Literally only MPJ. He had 38 points. His next leading scorer was Terrence Mann with 12 and Nick Claxton with 10. Outside of that, only MPJ shot the ball. Nobody else shot the ball over 10 times in that game. Really over 9. He was 13 for 28. He had like 30 plus through 3, I think, as well. Finished the game with 38 points, 10 boards. First game since he returned back to Denver. And Denver came down with and clutched up with them late in the game. They allowed Brooklyn to come back in that third period where they outscored them 27-15. I thought my bet was cooked. I ain't gonna lie. But Jamal Murray stepped up big time late for them. Peyton Watson had another good game as well. And then Tim Hardaway Jr. Came off the bench and had 25 points and knocked down 7 threes. So they needed that to move to 32-16 on the year. And the net dropped to 12-34. It's really not much to say, man. They win the game without Jokic. That's what matters the most. Good news for Luka, though. He moved to second in NBA MVP ladder. Obviously, with them anticipating, look, Jokic not playing enough games. So Luka, man, I mean, I hope it's possible. I don't know if it is, but I hope it's possible.
I was looking at MPJ 35 yesterday. I was like, man,
what was that?
Let me just lower it down and put Kuz up. Hell no.
It was lower than plus 500.
His was like plus 8 something.
Oh damn, plus 8.
I was fucking Kyle Kuzma, bro. Like,
yeah. So shout out to the Nuggets for getting that victory. I think we're at 2 more games. Pistons and Suns. They surprised me, bro. Dylan Brooks said, nah, F that. No Devin Booker, no Jalen Green. I'm going off for a 40 ball. 13 for 22, 10 for 12 on the free throw line, 4 threes knocked down, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He had good contributions outside of himself from Grayson, Collin, and Royce O'Neal. And they was able to beat the Pistons, man. They jumped out on early in the first half. They was up by 16 at halftime. And they was able to hold on to that lead in the fourth quarter. They said coach didn't put Asar on Dylan to the fourth quarter, and it was a little too late because by then Dylan Brooks already went off and had a big impact on the game from a scoring perspective leading up to the fourth quarter. On the Pistons side of things, K was 8 for 22 from the field with 26 points. Jalen Duren had 23 and 13. And then not much from the bench. And then Duncan and Tobias and Asar, it was what it was. So either way, very impressive win for the Suns, man. 29 and 19 on the year, 16 and 6 at home. And they've just been a good team all year. There's really nothing bad to say about the Suns. He said, "Fuck it." There's really nothing bad to say about the Suns. And or the Pistons, to be honest. Both teams want to make
What's
a move.
what's they record in seeding? I turn on this game a little. I mean, like during commercials at a Wolves game, but so I ain't really watched the whole game, but I seen like little bits and pieces of it.
They the 7th seed.
I ain't gonna lie. Something just feel a little off, bro. I'm not really moved like at all, to be honest. I mean, they cool, the Pistons. I'm not really moved. Team it's a cool team, bro.
Yeah.
Very cool team. Not nothing crazy. I think something. I think they have to be clicking on all cylinders, bro, for them to make for them to me to make a deep run. I'm not moved. I ain't gonna lie. It just watching them. It just like they're a cool team, bro. They nothing crazy, nothing you can't beat. Like nothing you can't beat 4 times. I don't know. That's just how I feel about them. I don't know how other people feel, but I'm just not really moved for real.
Yeah, problem is nobody in the East been standing out, or nobody in the East really moving anybody for real. They just 34 and 12, but we all under the impression that they can be beat and they can get got. That's why a couple people in here want them to make a trade for like a Michael Porter Jr. or somebody else that can give K some assists on the offensive side, especially in the postseason. Because when it comes to the postseason, it can probably look how it did last year, where K had to dominate the ball for the most part, and they didn't really have any secondary creator that they can make on a consistent basis. So I definitely feel where you're coming from. I think they'll be a tough out regardless in the playoffs. But as far as like moving folks and things like that, nah. But their record is what it is for a reason though. So I want to like downplay that. But they know they need to make a move, but they want to be more serious. And the East is wide open for them to be able to get there.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Also, good afternoon, good morning. Well, I guess it's good morning everywhere. Good morning, everybody. When you say you're not moved, is that to say that you think that there's a specific team that you would be taking over them in a 7-game series in the East, or is it just that we just don't see them necessarily as a threat to win it all because they're not measuring up to anybody in the West?
The second part.
That's personally constituted.
Yeah, I would say the second part. I mean, the East is already weak as it is, but I mean, I don't know. Just when I watch them, I'm just the shit that they do. I'm just not moved, bro. Like it just. I mean, I don't really know how to explain it. It just don't. It don't scream. It don't scream finals. If that's kind of the question you're asking me, like it don't scream that to me. I think honestly, I mean, I don't. You may feel different, but if they matched up with Philly, I'm going Philly.
Okay. Assuming health, of course.
Yeah, I'm going Philly. If they match up with the Knicks, I'm going Knicks.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with them. But I mean, yeah, it's wide open. So to answer your question, like they may can go make a run. I just don't personally see it. To be honest, it's a couple teams I would take over them in a series to win 4 games.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was interested. If you were just talking about maybe them as a threat to whoever came out of the West, or you're saying that you think that somebody can knock them off in the East. So yeah, that's all I was wondering. I mean, I don't think that that's crazy. I do think that they obviously need to make a move to add some scoring punch. Obviously, and PJ would make a lot of sense, but I think they definitely need to upgrade there. So I'm at them.
Yep. Shout out to the Pistons though. We'll see if they do something in these next 6 days when it comes to the trade deadline.
Special shout out. I want to say special shout out to the Wizards winning that game, man. Only 1.5 games out the number one, lottery odds. We moving down. I love to see it.
Good luck, my brother. I think the last game now we had, last game Minnesota versus OKC. I'll pass it to Tez here. We got to say about that game first, and then I'll talk on after him. if anything?
I mean, like I told you, bro, I knew they was gonna get up. These are the games that they do get up for. I hate that. The part that I do hate is they don't play like this on a night to night basis, and I think to me that's kind of a bad formula. To me, like it don't scream winning mentality, and I think a lot of the things with the Wolves, they don't have a winning mentality at every game. It's only for these type of games, but that's why I also believe like, and I know people, you and others probably feel different. I just it's the same thing that I said last year, bro. If I feel like they could beat anybody. Me personally, I think they can. I think they have the formula and they have the personnel to beat anybody that they play. But the mindset of how they play and how they when you spoke on how they came out yesterday, that's how they got to play, and they're very capable of doing it. They are. It don't happen every fucking game though. Like you can't always take Lakers, OKC, and Nuggets serious, right? And then go play the fucking who's a playing team for the West? The Suns and
Clippers.
yeah, like a Clippers, teams like that. You can't go and play them games different than you go play them games, if that makes sense. And that's been a problem for years. And that's kind of why they always kind of preach, like all of them, as far as the players, they always preach, and I know you heard this as well too, Ed, like they always preach, we don't care about seeding because we feel like we can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool and that could be true, but that's not a winning mentality, bro. Like you can't go into all the games playing like that, bro. It's only a couple teams that y'all get up for, and that's just to me. I never fucked with it. I never did because you can be a higher seed and you can win way more games than y'all that they do if they just come into every game with the same mindset. And that's not saying that they're going to win all the games. You know what I mean? That's not just screaming W. Yeah, you can still lose them games, but you're not going out there playing the way that you're playing against the fucking Utah Jazz different than you go play against the Lakers. Like, and that to me that's always been a problem, bro. But far as yesterday and coaching is a big thing too. But far as yesterday, bro, they just looked ready to play. To be honest, the defense was there, the physicality was there from jump. You could tell that they take OKC like very seriously, and it just these are the games that they want to play, and they took it to them, bro. Like granted, I know they had a AJ Mitchell and a J Dub being out, but even I think I don't think that would have made them play any different if those guys were available, and I probably would have still took them to win yesterday, just like they did the previous game when all of them did play. So I mean, with the Wolves, bro, it's a I always say it's a tough team to evaluate, bro, because you never know what the fuck you're going to get, but you do know what you're going to get out of them when they play these type of teams. So tough team to evaluate, bro. Like I said, I still feel the same way about them. Anybody they go up against, I like them. I do. Because I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to bring to the game on a game-to-game basis. I know the physicality going to match anybody that they play. I know, you know what I mean? Ant, Rudy, Dante, Nas, and J-Mac, I believe in them. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, and like I said, I know people feel different. No, like I said, it's a very tough team to evaluate, bro. It is. And I don't go against a lot of people's opinions about them because they are a mixed feelings type of team. So, but I mean, they had some guys out, bro. So it ain't really too much to say. But they looked really fucking good yesterday, bro. Really fucking good. And like you said, you knew how that game was gonna go off right at the jump ball. Like right when the jump ball happened in that first couple possessions, you kind of knew what they was coming with, bro. They was well prepared for the game, and you know what I mean. OKC look a little step slow. Like they didn't expect them to come and hit them that early and have that same energy and intensity throughout the whole game. So with the Wolves, bro, it's never a talent issue with me. Like the talent is always there. It's just the aggression, the physicality, the intensity, the energy. How y'all gonna come out? It's never about talent, never, because they have the talent. So as far as yesterday, bro, it was a good win. You know what I mean? You know, on to the next, bro. Just keep at it, bro. Just keep at it. That's all.
Yeah, I had said yesterday as well. I only can imagine if they play like this every night. Now I know it's hard to play the same way every single night, but
Yeah,
yesterday's
that's
performance.
not easy though. It's not easy.
Yeah, yesterday's performance was pretty impressive. They knocked down 22 threes in the game. That is insane when you think about it. And just everybody that shot threes, made threes, literally for the most part. Um, or over 50% of the players that shot threes, they did good for the 3-point line. Let me put it like that. Rudy was really damn good in the middle. 14 points, 11 boards. I wanted to point it out on him and how well he played yesterday to me offensively and defensively. And I just like how J-Mac was aggressive on both sides of the ball and was able to get his own, whether he got 2 feet into the paint, shot a mid-range shot, or knocked down threes where he was 5 of 5 on the 3-point line. So it was a really well-rounded game, really good game for the Wolves. OKC was trying to climb back from the second quarter on down, and they were just never able to do. They were never able to do it. So shout out to them for answering and holding them off. I think Dante hit a big 3 down the stretch of that game. That silenced some momentum that OKC was trying to build up when they were going on that run, or trying to go on a run to start or midway through the fourth quarter, like 7-8 minutes to go. SGA with SGA for the most part. But again, it was just too much for OKC to overcome the way Minnesota was playing, the way they were shooting that ball yesterday.
That Dante shot was probably the biggest shot of the damn game
Yep.
because you felt the momentum about to switch. You
Yep.
felt it during the game. Like when he hit that shot, it was kind of bye bye at that point. But is what's the question I'm trying to ask you? Would you say who do you think is better equipped for this team, Randall or Nas?
Nah, Randall be playing like a nut. Bro, yesterday
Okay,
Randall be
yeah,
doing anything. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, yeah,
Randall, like if he only on though, but when he not on, he try to get himself on. If that makes sense a little bit. Sometimes,
yeah.
not all the
I
time.
felt like that. I felt like that with him yesterday too. I
Oh,
felt it was
100%.
kind of a it was kind of forcing, bro. Like it is, but at the same time, that's coaching though. Like is at some point, like granted, these niggas are NBA players, so you know what I'm saying. That these are established NBA players, good NBA players, right? But at some point, there has to be a leash to something. Like there has to be some type of authority to something. If and I like what Finch did yesterday. Actually, like he seen what Randall was on, and you could tell like Finch he tried to kind of let him work through it because even though he shot bad, he was bringing you something on the defensive end to make him
Yep.
just spell a little bit of more minutes than probably if he was shooting bad and not playing defense, he probably would have been out the game quicker, right? But he was missing shots, but on the other end and shit, he was getting rebounds. He was, you know what I'm saying, he was getting steals in the lanes, things in that nature. But Finch pulled him though, like for Nas Reed, because Nas Reed had it going. Like, and I know I said this in the last show the other day when we had the Wolves segment. Is with Minnesota, like I know people have mixed feelings on Nas Reed, but for this team specifically and the personnel that they do have and the things that they do lack, Nas Reed fits every lineup that Fitch throws out there, and it moves more fluent. It moves quicker. You know, if Nas Reed ain't got the shot, you know what I mean? He's getting out the ball, relocating, getting out the ball, going to the post. You know what I mean? Even in the post, draw two, kicking it out. As far as Randall, if it's rare that you see Randall make a pass, bro, and go relocate to another spot on the court, and it kind of stops the shit that's going on in the flow. You know what I mean? Like when Nas Reed, the things that I peeped too throughout the year, when Nas Reed got the ball, niggas are still moving, right? When Randall gets the ball, niggas just floating on the perimeter and nobody's moving. And now it creates situations where you got to play one-on-one, ISO ball. And it's just like, at that point, either Randall going to hit the shot or he not, or he going to get to the line or whatever. So, I mean, it's tough, bro. Like, because Randall overall is better than Nas Reed. But Nas Reed fits the team more than the Randall, if that makes sense. Like, it just, I don't know. It's weird, bro, because Randall is the better player.
Yeah.
So, it's now, what you about to say?
Nah, I 100% agree. That's exactly why I said that. I 100% agree. 100% agree.
And the bone and like I said, bro, it's if they could just get some type of, and this is why, like, you know, I was so, you know what I mean, other day when we was talking about Giannis, and I'm like, I don't think y'all understand, nigga, the Wolves is a real threat. Like, but I was, you know, that was in a moment, but on a serious note, bro, I don't think that's necessarily what they have to go after, bro. Like, it, because you seen it last night. If you just give me, like, the Jalen Clark minutes was big, right? The Bones Highland minutes was big. The Nas Reed minutes was big. If you could just give me some type of production to come out that bench to spell those lineups with the Ant, the Dantes, the J Max, or if Randall out the court, you got Nas Reed, Ant may be out the court, and you give me another scoring guard in that aspect that can play defense with whatnot. You can spell those minutes, bro. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily always need a home run type of trade to try to, you know what I mean, to try to overcome a lot of other shit. Because their starting lineup is pretty good. Their problem is the fucking bench.
Yeah.
They don't get the big bench production on a game-to-game basis. And that's, to me, that's the biggest flaw to me that they have. Because, like, granted, they do need a point guard. But the Ant and Dante minutes are so fucking good, you can't fuck it up. Like, you can't just try to throw a point guard in there and fuck them two up far as the chemistry and how they play. Because you see when they're locked in, them two with a J Mac on a perimeter is pretty fucking good. Yeah. If they're bringing a game, it's pretty fucking good. To me, bro, it's the bench, bro. And like I said, yesterday was it was a really good game because Jalen Clark actually got in the game, played really good. Bones Highland, Mike Conley was out. Bones Highland got the fair share of those minutes. Bones Highland played pretty fucking good. And when Bones Highland is in the game other than a Mike Conley, you seen it last night. When Bones Highland get the ball, they're running. You know what I mean? They're getting up the fucking court. He's running. You know what I mean? He's looking for the open man. Or if it ain't there, he take it all the way to the basket, get a layup. Or kick it up, kick it back, hit a three. Like, it flows, bro. And that, to me, that's just bench production, bro. Like, you gotta give me something off the bench. I don't think the starting lineup is the problem. I think it's the bench because more times than not, it's just Nas fucking Reed. Or, like you said, if a Bones Highland do pop that game, it's Bones Highland. But that's not consistent enough. The most consistent is Nas Reed. So you gotta give me something off the bench, bro. You gotta give me something. You give me something off the bench to spell those minutes where Ant is not in the game, or like a J Mac is not in the game, and we can keep the flow of the game going, and it doesn't seem like a big ass drop off. Like, it's gonna drop off regardless, right? Because it's Ant or it's Randall. You know, that's your two best players. That's where kind of your scoring load even comes from. But if you can give me something off the bench where if one of those guys are out the game and the flow of the game can still go in a certain way and not a too far of a drop off, they good, bro. Like, they're really good because you already know they about to come back in the game in like 5 fucking minutes anyway. You know what I mean? So you kind of just need some production off that bench to spell those minutes to keep the flow of the game going for when an Ant or a Randall do come back in, and now we back on regular schedule programming. So that's really all it is, bro. To me, honestly.
No, I agree with everything that you said. I'll go ahead, Nush.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, having like a true playmaker is gonna matter in the playoffs, though. So that's why I would say, like, it's a must for him to get like a true starting point guard by the deadline.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, yeah. I don't. I don't think they really just necessarily need a starting point guard though, bro. I mean, a point guard off the bench, yes, maybe, yes. But far as getting one to come in and start, I don't know, bro. I don't know because the team isn't ran like that. Like they don't run a lot of plays, bro, for them to just insert a point guard and the shit just gonna look completely different. Because the coaching ain't that fucking good. So yeah, if they had a home run of a coach, then yeah, I'm with you. Starting point guard, cool. Insert with the coach in what's the word I'm looking for? The personnel that you do have, yeah, I'm with you. But they don't run a lot of shit, bro. Like they don't run shit. It's just a couple motion, couple screens. Ant Randall go do what they do, kick out a Nas Reed, kick out a J Mac. That's the offense, bro. Like a true point guard don't do too much different.
Rudy.
They don't. You said what?
Dump off to Rudy sometimes.
Yeah. Like so, I mean, yeah. Like I'm with people when they do say the point guard. Like, I'm not necessarily against it, but they don't. The coaching and the personnel, the shit that they do, that don't scream starting point guard, bro. Nothing is going to really change. It's the same shit. They don't run shit, bro, for them to just insert a starting point guard and the shit is going to look completely different. I think the starting lineup is cool, but the big. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bench is the problem, bro.
You probably getting.
Yeah, somebody like answer this call. Stop playing.
Let's go watch the Hornets.
I'm not watching the Hornets.
It's not then what I was saying. Yeah, the bench can pop, but it's not consistent enough, bro. And I think if you with the starting lineup and when Finch start trying to stagger those lineups with the best players and putting some players from the bench in the game to keep the flow of the game going, I think that's what they need, bro. Because Ant ain't gonna stay out a lot of the game. Randall ain't gonna just be on the bench a lot of the game. You know what I mean? Rudy ain't gonna just sit on the bench for a lot of the game. So the core players will still always be in the game. You just need a couple guys or another guy.
Dante too as a ball.
Dante don't stay on the bench a lot during the game. So that's what I'm saying. Like their core pieces will always be in the game at some point because that's just how Finch does his rotations. But you need a my bad. You need if you want to insert a Jalen Clark, you might need another player for that. You know what I mean? You just need rotational guys, bro, to fit with those pieces that's in the game so that the flow of the game doesn't fuck up. Like it don't look like a fucking huge drop off. You may need a Jalen Clark replacement. You know what I mean? You may need if you don't want to ride with Conley or Bones, you know what I mean? You may need a backup guard. You feel me? Like that's the type of shit that I think that they need. But I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of people may look at it different than I do, and that's cool. You know, all of it is opinion based, but I don't think they need a big ass change, bro. I honestly don't. I honestly think the team is good. You just need a couple guys to come off that bench, bro, to give you 10 to 15 minutes and some good minutes, consistent minutes on a game-to-game basis to spell those guys, to spell your core guys off the bench and come back in the game and just, take over the rest of the game. So I think that's the biggest thing that they need. Whether that's a big or a guard, whatever, I think that's kind of the biggest thing that they need to go after. Giannis would be cool, though. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Giannis shit, fuck the Giannis shit, hell nah. Nigga, if we can go get Giannis, we go get Giannis. But
you're going to have to come off that big dog, though. You're going to have to come off that.
Exactly. So it's like, you know what I mean?
You got to get off of J-Mac if you want him.
Exactly. You got to get off of J-Mac.
And you know that's the most important player on the team.
Yeah, he got the other than Ant, he got the most value, bro. Like it's gonna be real, it's gonna be tough, bro. And I told Heavenson the other day, BJ, like, it's gonna be real fucking tough, bro, if they make that trade and have to give up J Mac in that deal, bro. It's gonna be tough, bro. Like it's because you're gonna have to overcome a lot of shit, bro. Like at that point, nigga, you when Terrence Shannon come back, he gotta pop. Jalen Clark gotta pop. Bones gotta like. It's gonna be so much shit that you gotta overcome from losing a Randall, a
The
J Mac.
defense gonna take a hit.
You know what I mean? So it's
And see, and that's the same thing I was telling Process, bro. It's like it'll be way too much. Yeah, Giannis can cover up all that, but at the end of the day, bro, you'd rather want multiple people there instead of the super one big fish, bro.
yeah, bro. Because bro,
Yeah.
the way he
What did
played
you say about
yesterday, BJ Everson and Ev, bro. It's gonna be, and that's my, that's my dog, bro.
That's right, bro.
J
That's why
Mac?
you're
Right?
not
Dog,
his
bro.
J
It's
Mac?
gonna
nigga,
be,
bro.
it's gonna be some tough ass shit, gang. If they give up J Mac, gang, it's gonna be fucking tough, bro. Like it's that's gonna change a lot of shit, bro. It is. It really is. So that's kind of where they at with it. But I know they
Yeah.
still they're gonna throw the offer for Giannis though. Like they're gonna do it. Like whether the Bucks take it or not. They're
You
a
have
thousand
to.
percent. They're 1,000% going to be super aggressive with this Giannis shit. Like they want Giannis. They want him. But what you got to give up is going to be tough, bro. It's going to be real fucking tough.
What'd you say about the game, Tez? Because I just came in here.
To summarize it, to not take too much time. I know Ed trying to get out. Basically, I knew they was gonna get up for this game. You know what I mean? We talk about it all the time. Me and you. If it's the Nuggets, OKC, or the Lakers, they gonna get up. I know how they gonna play.
Get
I
up.
know what they
Yeah.
I know what they gonna come with. Rather, they go play the Utah Jazz or some shit. The fucking Clippers or some shit. It's a totally two different teams. So I told them, like, I understand why the people feel the way that they do about the Wolves, because it's a kind of a mixed feelings bag with them, because you never know unless it's these
competition.
unless it's these type of teams, you don't know what you're gonna get out of them. You know what I mean? So, but I know when they do play these teams, you know what I mean. You and I both, I know what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like I still feel the way that I feel. Like, and I'm not until I'm shown otherwise. I'm not gonna come off of it until I see different. I think they could beat anybody. I do, genuinely. I really do. But you gotta. I think you're gonna have to make a move though to get some bench production. Like, I do. You get some bench production and not have to give up too much and keep this team going. Keep the same personnel, but get maybe, like I told them before you came in. I don't know whether that's a guard or a big, whatever type of production or a trade that they do make. They can go toe to toe with anybody, and that's just how I honestly feel.
If Dante playing defense like how he played last night, like that's good. Like that's really good, because I think like their defense, I think, was a big impact in this game, and it kind of helped with whatever questions we have about them offensively. Because I think like in the beginning half or something, like they just was like they were turning them over a bit, actually translating those turnovers to actual points. And even like when they did turn over the ball, their transition defense was pretty good to kind of cut off OKC from taking advantage. I don't know, like they played. I just think star of the game was like their defense for this game. I don't know what you think, Tez.
No, I do. I think the defense was the biggest part, because it like you said, it allowed the other end to kind of be less of a worry,
Easier.
because of how good they were playing. Like, bro, that was one of the best, bro. And I don't know if you agree, but as far as the whole, they played better defensively than the last time they played OKC. To be honest, like,
this is the best game I've seen. This is the best defensive game I've seen all season. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, like they was on a string, bro. Like every rotation, they was there. Like Shea looked very uncomfortable. Like, granted, Shea got his points because that's just who Shea is. You know what I mean? Shea gonna get his regardless. But long as it don't look super, you know what I'm saying, super crazy to the point where, goddamn, they look like they can't even just guard this nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Long as it ain't on that type of note. But other than that, bro, that shit looked pretty good. Like, even when Dante and Ed spoke on it too, even when Dante got matched up on him, Dante wasn't scared of that nigga. Hell nah. Like, he taking it to him. Like, you want to do all them bumps. You want to do all them bumps and shit. You want to try to, you know what I mean, get the foul bait and shit going on. I'm going to bump you before you bump me. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how they play. I'm gonna hit you before you hit me, and however it go for the secondary move, that's just what it's gonna be. But I'm not about to let you hit me first, and that's kind of how they took it to him throughout the whole game. And J Mac, Dante,
Yeah.
hell, Julius ain't had the best shooting game, but hell, Julius was even doing.
Randall.
You know what I mean? So it's if that's how they playing, bro. Like I said, granted, I know me and Ed spoke on it too. It's not easy to do that shit every game. It's not. Like, it's 82 fucking games. It's not easy to play like that every game. But if you can give me something of a baseline of that every game, bro, that shit gonna look different every game. It's gonna look different. Then rather they come out lackadaisical, playing down to the competition, just out there firing fucking 43s a game, only hitting 15 of them. You know what I mean? The offense look wacky. Like, hell, I would say even Rudy had a good game yesterday to me, besides the free throws, but he had a good game. You know what I mean?
Everybody to me had a good game except like Bones. Bones blew the shit out of me. But like everybody else to me, I think played really well.
That nigga is garbage, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to see Johan, but I get what they didn't like Randall and
We only gonna
Thing
see
was
him if
playing
niggas
good.
get in the foul trouble. I ain't gonna lie.
give him some burn just to give him some burn type shit. But I get what they didn't play him because Randall and Nas was really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the game. It was a really good game. Did you watch it? Of course you watched it. It was a good game.
Yeah,
He not even
I mean, of
I
course
watched
you
the whole
did. That's your
game.
favorite team.
in there.
Yeah, I watched the whole game. I watched it. The whole entire game. It was a good game. I was impressed. But I just feel like OKC kept trying to climb up and they couldn't.
Yeah.
They couldn't climb up the ladder because Minnesota didn't let them come back. So it was really just that simple for me. They hit a lot, 22 threes in the game.
Question, brother. Who do you think they can't beat?
I still like the Nuggets on OKC over the Minnesota series.
I don't know about
Okay,
OKC.
that's fair. That's fair.
Y'all not,
feel you
bro.
with him, though.
I promise you, bro. Please, I'm begging. I really hope we play y'all bum ass nigga.
I don't even know what
Nigga,
I don't even know. I don't even know what the Spurs one will
All
look
right,
like.
bro.
I ain't thinking
Y'all
about this.
suck.
All right, bro.
The Spurs.
Did you guys talk about the OKC
Man, the
side of
Spurs.
things? Because
The
their
Spurs
offense
cool.
kind of like
The Spurs
like
cool.
their offense kind
The
of.
Spurs cool, but I'm not
Yeah,
scared of the
yeah,
Spurs.
yeah.
I'm
I
never,
know, but
bro.
it's just like
I'm
for
never,
real, for real, bro. That's just a mismatch for y'all, and I just feel like that the same thing for the Nuggets. But then that's just my opinion. That's the only two
Bruh.
teams I really got over y'all. I would take OKC over y'all, but I'm not money confident. That's just the
Your guards can't
basketball
shoot,
thing.
bro. We living, bro.
Yeah,
We
we
living, bro.
said things about OKC.
That's cool, brother.
I mean, far as OKC their offense, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I feel like they was.
You okay?
I was just stretching. I feel like it is what it is. In a matchup like
Oh.
this, they're gonna need a guy like J-Dub. Personally, but I like what Tiz. Even if he was there, doesn't mean that J-Dub and Caruso and AJ were there. Don't mean they would have won the game. But I think in a matchup like this, especially last night, they needed another guy that could be able to handle the ball. The way J Mac and Ant were defending SGA, and even when Dante got on SGA as well. I feel like they're gonna make a move in the next week. I think they make a trade.
Randall too.
But it's like, okay, yeah, you can make a move, but the
Their
same thing you
defense
said
though
about
too, because
OKC.
like,
Who you gonna get?
what do you think about OKC defensively, like on the perimeter,
Chicken in this joint.
like how they were guarding the 3-point line? Ev?
I just think they didn't have a good game. I mean, how they were guarding the 3-point line. I mean, Ant hit 2 pull-up threes in the first quarter. J Mac hit some big catch and shoot threes and some open threes. I mean, they just were scrambling. They wasn't prepared. I mean, I just think that Minnesota was more ready and more active and more prepared for that game, and they came out with a different level of intensity and effort and energy and focus in comparison to how OKC did. I think Ted said it right. Okay, Minnesota just punched first. Really, they just punched first and kept punching. That's how the game went for me. And Minnesota was a hot night. Like Minnesota don't just be walking around and hitting 20+ threes in a game. Like that was just a hot shooting.
No, they
game
don't.
too, to be honest.
They don't.
J-Mac was like perfect. I think J-Mac was perfect from 3, right?
Yeah.
He like, I think he
went 3 for 3, 4 for 4,
5 for 5.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
like-
fake. Oh, that's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. Oh my god, that's fake.
I mean, we 44% on the season. I wouldn't call that fake.
That's not 5.
Let me see Ant real quick because I don't think. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Let me
Yeah,
see.
second half he wasn't really hitting his threes.
And I would say Heavenson and Ev too. I think the perimeter defense toward them now looks a little different. Let me see if y'all agree. Because I think the difference between this series that they played and these past, they played OKC 3 times, I believe. Yeah, 3 times. Uh, I think it looks different on the perimeter too now because I think Ant just got better, bro. Like he just create more open looks than he ever did. Like if you know what I mean, he could take those bumps now, still get to the paint and still make the shot. Now he can make the shot, or he can even make the pass. Like in the series, you know, it was kind of limited because you know what I mean. Lou Dort put the pressure on him. Caruso was putting the pressure on him, and it was kind of like when he was taking them bumps, he couldn't go 4 quarters taking them bumps like that, bro. Like and it made the offense look wacky as fuck. Now, this season, I think his point guard chops and things like that. I think he just got better, bro. And he's able to blow by a Lou Dort now. He's able to easily blow by a Lou Dort, a Case and a Caruso, and touch that paint and get those looks for a J Mac. You know what I mean? A Dante, a Nas Reed. You know what I mean? Like it's just getting. I think they just got better. Like the team just like far individually, not personnel or anything, because they still lack a couple things personnel. But far as the players, I think the players just got better, bro. Like J Mac is a better shooter. You know what I mean? Ant is better on the perimeter. You know what I mean? Dante is starting to pick up. You know what I mean? Rudy is starting to play better. Like I think the players individually just got better. Like they just you know what I mean? So to make the matchup a little bit more closer to even, then it was a landslide coming into last year. Like I think that plays a part too. Like
The other part of the playmaking, he did playmake, not a lot, but he did have some playmaking possessions out the post when he was posting people up in Ant, which also I think helps quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, because he didn't have that last year. So shout out Ant though, that
Yeah.
nigga nice.
Great game by the Minnesota Timberwolves. All in all, I'm definitely looking forward to their next matchup on March 15th. The Wolves moved to 30-19 on the season, 17-8 at home. The OKC dropped to 38-11 on the season, 17-6 on the road. Anyone else got any other comments on OKC and Minnesota last night?
OKC just got to get healthy, bro.
So
That's
you
it.
basically, so long story short, you was basically telling us Anthony Edwards did his job and got better as a player over the summer. Okay.
He does that every summer, so ain't
I'm
nothing
gonna
new.
get better
It's
every year, bro.
regular shit, just regular shit.
Whatever y'all
Did
say.
you go through? You're going through all the games, or are you matching it with what you picked,
Yeah, I
or are
went
you
through
gonna
all
do
the.
that after
Yeah,
you go through all the
nah,
games?
we went through all the games. I went 5-3
Did
yesterday.
you see like which ones you got right or wrong?
Yeah, 5-3 yesterday.
Oh, 5-3.
Yeah, I went wrong with the freaking. I didn't even know it. I guess I didn't pick that game. I don't know, but I know I said on the stream to start at the game I had OKC, so I got that one wrong. I bet with Minnesota though. Make that clear. I got that one wrong. I got Bulls and Heat wrong, and I got what's the other game wrong? Bulls, Heat, OKC, Minnesota. Oh, Denver and I mean Detroit and Suns. Detroit and Suns.
You
For
picked the
I picked this Pistons
Detroit.
on the road. Yeah. For
Oh,
tonight, oh go ahead.
oh yeah, because Booker and shit. Because Booker and shit.
Yeah, and I didn't ask. Dylan Brooks just went off for 40, but the Suns just came out playing really damn good basketball that game. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Tonight I got the Lakers getting the win over the Wizards. I'm going to go with the Magic at home over the Raptors. That's going to be a good game though, personally. I then also think the Celtics beat the Kings at home. The Kings are coming off a back-to-back as well. Wait, no, Jaylen Brown is doubtful. I lied. Kings are going to get the win then. Jaylen Brown is doubtful. I'll be surprised if they win that game without Jaylen Brown. If they do, they do. I mean, Peyton Pritchard and Simons had some really damn good games. Next, we have the Blazers versus the Knicks. I think the Knicks get the win. And again, if the injuries hit my mind, I would speak on it and say, whoa, I'll scratch. But if not, I'm going to keep going down. I think the Pelicans beat the Grizzlies today. Zion continues to flourish and play good basketball. Then I had the Suns on a back-to-back. This time, they're staying at home and they got the Cavaliers coming to town. I'm going to go with the Cavs on the road. The Suns could surprise me here tonight. Next, I have the Clippers versus the Nuggets. Assuming Kawhi plays, I'm going to roll with the hot hands, 16-3 over the last 19. I got the Clippers getting a win while the Nuggets are on a back-to-back. Clippers for me, coming up for a close game against Brooklyn. We got Brooklyn versus Utah. They're also on a back-to-back, and they're traveling to Utah this time. I'm going to go with the Utah boys, Keontae George, Lauri Markkanen, and them to get. And I think Nurkic is playing today as well. I'm going to go with the Jazz to get the win over the Nets. And then last but not least, we got the Pistons versus the Warriors. K versus Curry.
Pistons on a back to back.
Pistons on the back to back. Warriors. I'm going Warriors today. I think the role players continue to play good basketball, especially them being at home as well, around Curry, Buddy, Moody, Pods, and company. So I'm going to go with the Warriors getting a win today at home, and the Pistons drop back-to-back games. And I'm going to see how my record continues to stack up on a day-to-day basis for the rest of the season. That is pretty much it, y'all. Wanted a straightforward show going through the slate, dropping some predictions for the games today. Somebody just subscribed or followed. Fredo, appreciate the resale, my brother. Hey, my soundboard not even hooked up right. Appreciate the resale, my brother. Yeah, it's a Friday. If y'all want to have open talks, y'all can do that in the open talks channel. While I have to attend to some things on my end. So just thank y'all for the support today. It was a quick show on a Friday. On Monday, we're picking up the Super Bowl predictions. Everything Super Bowl related. Also, I'll probably be live streaming the Michigan State game. That is at 8 p.m. I'm not going to live stream any basketball game personally. I'm going to be waiting for Michigan State at 8 o'clock. As far as NBA, if they're good games, they're good games. But I'd rather see that two top 10 schools going at it in college basketball. That's much more anticipation for that matchup in comparison to any NBA game tonight. Next NBA game I care to watch.
So who do you think going to win?
That's going to be a good game. I don't know. Jeremy Fears is playing good too. But Michigan is big and they got the size.
It's a in-state rivalry too, bro. That's gonna be tough.
I don't got no pick for that game. I wonder what the line is, but I don't got no pick for that game.
1 second. Bro, Big Blue, bro. It's only one way to go.
Where is it at?
Michigan State home. I think Michigan State
home. Regular one.
Yeah, Michigan State home in that joint.
And of course, Kentucky Arc -7. Damn.
Jeremy Fears be hooping, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But they got the size to match Kohler, but they also got the size to match each other. To be honest, this is gonna be a good game, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
They got BYU underdogs tomorrow too. Side note.
Oh, against Kansas, right?
Yep, 4:30. I hope I see y'all in here.
All right, I'll be locked and loaded. Everybody that pulled up, thank y'all so much for all the support today. Happy Friday. If you want Open Talks, you can go to Open Talks category. Stay safe, stay blessed, and have a safe weekend. Peace, blessings, and love to everybody.